Hello there, it is Patrick once again from Zenitex, and in this video we are going to be exploring the possibility of using AI agent in our software. We've built a software before now that is specifically designed. It is a Microsoft Word plugin that is specifically designed to help students with thesis and dissertation writing. It is specifically designed to format a student's thesis or dissertation according to the reporting standard of the student school. When a postgraduate student is about to start his thesis or dissertation, one of the first things he's supposed to do is to get a pamphlet from his postgraduate school or go to the web page of the school. There are places where there is a web page of the school where they explain the formatting standard for the school's thesis and dissertation, and the student is supposed to comply with that standard, and strictly so. So we now talk to ourselves, why should a student suffer studying formatting standard when these are things that can easily be automated? And we come up with this idea that is a software plugin for Microsoft Word, which you can see right here, and we boarded a number of schools of the software so that once a student installs the software on his system, he can choose his school from the setting, and the software will be set to help the student format his work specifically based on every detailed instruction that is contained in his school formatting standard. And at this point, we only have about 6 schools, and all are located here in Nigeria. We are scaling up and adding more schools. We intend to add all the Nigerian schools, African schools, and even go international if the software is well accepted. For now, the student of Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria, the first set of users, because this software is developed right here in Ahmadu Bello University, and they are so excited about it. It is helping them to format their thesis, dissertations, and even undergraduate project reports according to the formatting standard of the school. And this can be changed here to reflect that of any school that has already been onboarded onto the software. And the name of the software is Unimats generally, but the name that appears here will be according to which school has been selected at that point, which school's formatting standard is being taken care of by the software. You can see it can be full mat, it can be IFEMAT, it can be LAGMAT, NOMAT, RECTIMAT, depending on which school it is. A student basically starts by creating a template with this button. He selects his program type. You can see there are bachelor degree programs here. There's PhD, MSc. For this demonstration, let's use MSc. And let's make a full report. You can write a journal paper. It will format the journal paper according to the journal reporting standard for the student, seminar paper, assignment, and others. But for this, let's create a template for a full dissertation or thesis, as the case may be, and select the number of chapters according to the faculty, and it will automatically generate a template for the student to start working with, explaining every bit of the part of the thesis, so that the student doesn't make mistakes whatsoever. And we have chapter 1 down to chapter 5 according to how we selected when creating the template. Now there are functionalities here on the interface. Okay, one of the things that the software does is it automates the numbering of headings for the students. Let's assume we have something like this under literature review, and the student is supposed to make this a heading. It will automatically add the numbering of the heading, so that when sections are added, whether in the beginning or at the end of the work, in between the work, these numbers automatically update to reflect the new positioning of these various sections. Even if the sections is deleted from one section is deleted from the chapter and taken to another chapter, the number will update to reflect the numbering of that particular chapter or that particular location of the work. And this is just an example of what the students can use this software to achieve with. He can number his tables and he can number his insert captions to his tables and figures automatically. If I insert caption now, it will give me the numbering of the table automatically, so that when you no longer need a table, you delete it, it will update the numbering to reflect the new positions. And if you add new tables, whether in between tables or at the beginning, at the end, it updates everything automatically. Very, very helpful for students. You use the same button for inserting captions as figures or as plates to items in the work, and you add references with this button here. It takes the student directly to Google Scholar, so that the student can search for reference items and right click and import it. As students import the reference item into the work, it will cite it automatically to wherever the students want that citation to appear. Let me just give a small example here. Developmental psychology. Let me just use this to demonstrate. You can see that if I right click this item here and click on import aside, it will automatically import and add the reference accordingly in the year and everything. And thereafter, I can add my reference list, and it will add reference list at the end of the work. And everything it is doing, whether it is citation, referencing, the body of the work itself, and the heading styles here, are all based on the reporting standard that we've selected, which is Ahmadu Bello University Zaria, which is represented by this name, Unimats. Now, you can insert the question with this, and it will number the question automatically. And you can cross-reference. You can cross-reference items. From here, you can have the list of all the tables and figures in the work, and you can double tap on an item and it will cross-reference it for you right there. So it makes everything easy and straightforward for the student. The student doesn't have to bother about the booklet for his school formatting standard, or the web page talking about going back to check all those things. The student is no longer bothered about ensuring all those things, because the software takes care of every bit of the instruction. Okay, now the question is, what are we trying to achieve when we say we want to introduce this is our preliminary pages, when we say we want to introduce an AI agent to this software? Now, we notice that users of softwares are naturally lazy. They don't want to suffer, which is why developers do the best they can to ensure that they produce a great user interface and user experience for their users. We can take this a step further and create an AI agent. Believe me, I'm not quite sure how this is going to be, but I believe we can explore this. We're going to explore this with this software, and we're going to see how we will have a button somewhere here that says agent. Just like this button here, for example, we have it just by the side here or at the end here, and then it will simply read agent on top. And when a user clicks on it, it opens a task pane like this. It opens a task pane like this with an interface for the user to interact with, so that the user doesn't have to remember all these items. The user can easily say, hey, I want to do this. You will just type, I want to do this. And then the AI agent understands which of this functionality, immediately understands which of this functionality the user intends to use. Maybe ask the user if that is exactly what he wants, so that the user can confirm. Okay, by way of bringing out a button on the go and say if you say yes to this, just click this, and then that functionality kicks off. Let's take, for instance, a user opens a new document that is blank like this. Of course, the first thing the user is supposed to do is to create template. But by the time we add an agent here, the button for an agent will also be vividly enabled, so that the user can choose to start with an agent, and the agent will be able to sense the environment around him and around it, and be able to know that this is a fresh document, and will immediately ask, based on context now, will immediately ask the user, you want to create a template, you want to start writing the interface will just be there, will just be here, just like this, and it will automatically ask the user, what do you want to do? You want to start a template for a thesis, a project, or a journal paper? What do you want to do? Can you tell me what you want to do? Talking about if the user doesn't want to bog himself with what is the first thing to do, or what should I do next, and all that. And the user can simply give it a go ahead and say, yes, this is what I want to do. And without clicking this create template, the agent will automatically create templates and activate this interface for the user to start working with. And as the user works with it, the agent will be able to understand the context of whatever it is the student is writing, and will be okay. Maybe we'll design it in such a way that the agent can be activated to give suggestions, to see problems with the thesis, to see problems with the dissertation, and suggest some improvement, suggest a solution, or to see formatting issue that violates the formatting standard of the school, and immediately inform the student that, hey, you haven't taken care of this and that and that, and the student can go ahead and do the needful. That is one aspect of the responsibility of the agent. Then the primary responsibility will be a kind of chat interface here that the user will specifically type and say, I want to do this. I want to caption this figure. I need to caption this figure. I can't remember where to go to if I need to caption this figure. I want to add preliminary pages. I need to add the list of tables to this work. I need to extract the list of abbreviations to this work, and the agent will respond accordingly and do the needful for the student. And place, mind you, when because this software is designed to take care of the formatting standard of the school, the software automatically knows exactly which page these items are supposed to occupy. It knows the page numbering. It knows everything, everywhere each of these items are supposed to be. It knows where exactly they are supposed to be, and it goes ahead to place them in their appropriate location, in their appropriate page. Like this preliminary page is talking about the what do you call it now? The cover page, title page, certification, and all these pages, and it knows it. It knows it because it has been embedded as part of the software. So the agent will respond according to what is set at the moment, which school the software is set on at that moment. Okay. The user can ask the agent, I need to insert an equation here. The agent will go ahead and say, is it where your cursor is currently at? They say, yeah, where my cursor is, and then the agent will go ahead and insert it. And you can see here that we have some coming. Let me check this. Auto-organize. Repair invalid citations. Sometimes you have issues with your citations. It will be showing invalid here, talking about the fact that it cannot see the source file that is cited here. The source file is supposed to be embedded into the document, but it can't find it. But this software has been designed to have a backup of every citation in the work, of every reference item in the work, so that whenever a student encounters that issue, once he clicks on repair invalid citations, the software will go ahead and repair it. It will get the source from where it has backed it up and bring it over, and everything will go back to normal. Now, this is similarly, pagination issue can come up, and the student will just click on this button to repair pagination. Now, if the student cannot remember all this, once the AI agent is here and the student, for instance, is having issue with the citations, he noticed some errors on the citations, he can simply type, I have errors on my citation, and the agent will go ahead and repair it. It will say, my paginations are not okay, they're not right, something is wrong with my pagination. The AI agent will go ahead and repair the pagination, and so on and so forth. The software also embeds this functionality for creating PowerPoint from the work. It automatically creates a summary of the work and create a very beautiful PowerPoint for presentation for the students. Now, if the student cannot remember this, he can go ahead and ask the AI agent to please create a PowerPoint presentation from this work for me, and it will go on and create it and open a new PowerPoint document and place everything inside for the student. So that is basically what we want to try to explore and do with this software. I want you to subscribe to this channel and follow me up and see how we are going to do this together. We're going to learn this together. I'm not very sure of how exactly the nitty-gritty, the details of how we are going to achieve this, but as we do this with the help of OpenAI, ChatGPT, and other AI tools, we are going to be able to navigate through all this and be able to create an AI agent for this software, and we'll make it better. And if you are new to this software, please, this is a software that is very good for students. Students drive high value, a lot of value from it, and please help us spread the news. We are gradually adding schools. We intend to add every single school on the planet on this software so that every student in the world will have his thesis and dissertation work made easy for him. Thank you for watching, and see you next time in the next video.